So why not make mom a dinner for a change? This is something that's extra special, but the best part about it, it's a casserole. Yeah, you know me, I'm the queen of casseroles, and I think sometimes casseroles get a bad rap. Well, not mine, let me tell you, especially some of my seafood casseroles. This is a twist on basically shrimp and an Alfredo sauce, fettuccine Alfredo. And I'm going to show you how you can make it ahead and do it in a casserole form. So it'll feed a crowd. It's a great way to serve shrimp on a budget, and this is one winner of a casserole. Company worthy or dinner party worthy for sure. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my fettuccine noodles. In some water here, and I'm just using an inexpensive box. You don't need to use the fresh pasta for this one, just the dried pasta is great. So, you know, the El Cheapo, $1 or so a box. Get that in there. I want to boil my pasta, but I don't want to overcook my pasta. I want to keep it nice and al dente, or maybe even a little undercooked, because it's going to bake again in the oven. And I always want to keep that in mind whenever I'm doing a casserole with potatoes, rice, or pasta. If you're cooking it, undercook it a little bit, because it's going to cook again in the oven, and nobody wants a casserole that has mushy noodles. That's no good. Okay, for my shrimp, I'm starting out with a couple tablespoons, 2 to 4 tablespoons of butter in a large skillet. And we love seafood in our house. We love shrimp, but it can get a little pricey, so I love to buy it when it's on sale, those nice 2-pound bags of frozen shrimp. And when it's on sale, I have it in my freezer. And with this, you can take out what you need when you need it. So it can be a very quick fix if you're doing like a shrimp stir fry or shrimp tacos or something like that. And for this casserole, again, it's a great way to stretch your dollar, because we're going to have some pasta in here. So you don't need a whole ton of shrimp. And you don't need the super big, expensive kind. We're using about medium-sized shrimp. I've already bought it in a bag that's already peeled and deveined, so it really keeps it nice and easy for me. Anywhere from a pound or even less of shrimp, just whatever's in your budget. And you could even use the really little guys. You just want to make sure and get the uncooked shrimp, because this is going to add some nice flavor to it. So don't get the kind that's already cooked up as shrimp cocktail. That kind of doesn't taste like much. This is going to have a lot much more flavor. And you notice how I'm spreading out the shrimp in my pan? I want to get a little color on it. Color is flavor. So I'm going to season my shrimp with a little bit of garlic salt, and when I flip them, I'll season the other side, and a little bit of fresh lemon juice. So shrimp, you be good, and I'll get back to you in just a minute. I don't want to, well, you know what? I'm going to stay right where I am, because I don't want to overcook this shrimp. It's already starting to cook pink, or turn pink. It's so quick. When I'm in a real hurry for dinner, shrimp is my go-to. If I've got some in the freezer, I can just quickly thaw it out under running water, and it's just a couple minutes per side. Throw together a quick shrimp scampi or shrimp stir fry. Cooks way quicker than chicken, ground beef, pork, you name it. It is the quickest. Okay, shrimp looks perfect. Just cooking it on the other side. A little more garlic salt. I'm keeping it easy here, just using some garlic salt. You could certainly do fresh garlic in there and some salt and pepper, but we're just trying to keep this pretty simple. And then some fresh lemon juice. You know, seafood goes so well with lemon juice. And this is going to add some nice flavor to this casserole. Getting my seeds out here. Just holding it that way so that I could catch any seeds. Thanks for the tips. I get tips from you guys telling me, squeeze your lemon over your hand so you can catch the seeds. I really appreciate all your great kitchen tips. I'm not a chef, I'm just a mom, and we love hearing each other's tips and tricks. Okay, shrimp is done, so I want to get it off the heat going to have some nice flavor with the garlic salt and the lemon. It's really going to taste nicely in this casserole. Got one little seed in there. Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good. Speaking of Mother's Day, I think I know what Mom might like. What about joining us for our big night out? This is going to be so fun. On May 20th, we're headed to a wonderful local restaurant called Gather Americana for a gourmet 5-course meal. And every course is going to be paired with different wines. Or if you prefer, you're not a wine person, they also will pair them with different pairings of beer. So this is going to be surf and turf. One of the courses is halibut. One of the other courses is a Delmonico steak. There's a salad course, a soup course, and of course, save room for dessert. And this is a restaurant where they are big on the whole farm-to-table concept. It's a new restaurant, and they're really, you know, kind of cutting edge. They're going to local purveyors so they can get as much as what they're serving from local people. It's going to be really a magical night, and it's just $50 per person. So bring your mom and maybe your sisters or your special someone, or come alone. It's a great opportunity to meet people. You don't have to come with someone for our big night outs. You know, a lot of people come alone. So it's just going to be a fun evening. Call today to reserve your spot. This is booking up very, very quickly. So please call ahead. Okay, now we're going to start making the sauce for this casserole. So you know me, I love my cream of soup. In this case, I'm using cream of mushroom soup. Really works well with this dish. Cream of celery, for people who just don't do mushrooms, would also be a great substitute. So we're doing 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. This is going to be a binder that binds this casserole together and makes it really, really yummy. One of my favorite things, the thing I really always want on Mother's Day, is to have dinner with my family. Whether I make it, which I have no problem making dinner with my family, or for my family, as long as they pick up dessert or something. But anyway, that's my favorite thing, is to everybody get around the table and just hang out together. And I do love homemade cards, too. I love it when the kiddos make homemade cards and homemade stuff for me. All right, in goes some sour cream. So we've got sour cream, cream of mushroom soup. We want to make this taste like it was made from, well, it is made from scratch, but we want to get rid of that canned soupy taste and add some great flavor. One of my tricks to doing that is a little bit of wine. This is just a inexpensive screw on the top bottle of Chardonnay wine. You don't have to buy the real expensive stuff when it comes to using wine in your recipes. I love buying the little guys, and you can just screw the cap on and use it for another recipe down the road. Really has some nice flavor. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of Dijon mustard in here. It's going to make a nice cream sauce. Just wanted to check on my pasta, see how we're doing. I don't want to overcook that. We still got a little ways to go. The other thing I think Mom would really enjoy, and she's still got time to get in on this, is our book club book. I already did the pepper. Okay. Go out and get Mom our book club book, and then bring her to book club. We are reading a great book. It's called Girl in Translation. You should be able to find it anywhere. And it's a quick read. She can dive into that and read it by our book club meeting, not a problem. So we're meeting Tuesday, next Tuesday, the 14th, at the Bottle Room. They're going to provide snacks, and we are going to provide a great discussion. We can buy beverages. Please call right away to reserve your spot if you want to in on this. It's going to be a really fun night. Hope to see you there. And like I say, you can have this. This book is so good. It's such a page turner that you can actually have it done and read in no time. It's a great story. Actually involves a mother and daughter, so it'd be perfect for Mother's Day. Okay. Getting to the finish line here. I just put a little bit of Lamer's milk in here with our sour cream, our cream of mushroom soup, Dijon mustard, a little white wine. I'm just going to do a little bit more milk. And you'll find most of my casseroles have a lot of liquid. I like a real creamy casserole. I don't like a casserole that's dry as the Arizona desert. So you'll notice that my casseroles start with a little more liquid than a lot of other casseroles do. And that's because this pasta that we're adding to it is really going to soak up that liquid, and it can sometimes leave you with a dry casserole, and I don't like that. So I am doing a little bit more liquid than most people do in their casseroles, and I think you'll be happy with the end result. You'll get really nice creamy casserole. So I'm going to drain my pasta. I'm going to throw my shrimp and any of the drippings, the butter and the lemon juice from the pan right in there with it. That's going to add some great flavor to the casserole. In goes our pasta. I'm just going to stir this well. Now I've got a pretty casserole dish. Any sort of a 9x13 casserole dish will work. Just make sure and spray it well so that you're not doing dishes all night. I want to coat this pasta with this great cream sauce, the shrimp. In goes, just dumps right in here. This is going to serve a good 4 to 6 people. It's pretty filling. And then a nice big salad on the side would be great, maybe some bread, and call it a day. And of course dessert, which we've got 2 really fun new dessert recipes coming up. Next week you got to watch, because we are going to get the grill on. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for grilling season. So we have a whole ton of recipes all week long to get you ready for Memorial Day. So fire up that grill. All new shows every day next week. It's going to be a ton of fun. Okay, so on top of this, I love some sort of a crunchy, yummy topping. We're going to keep it pretty simple. I really wanted the star of the show to be the shrimp and the sauce. So I'm doing breadcrumbs, just dry seasoned breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese. And I'm mixing those together. These get sprinkled on the top. You can certainly make this ahead of time and park it in the fridge, but don't put the Parmesan and the breadcrumbs on until right before baking. I never put the crunchies on or the toppings on until right before baking. They tend to get soggy if you do that. Bakes pretty quickly. You just want that top to be nice and golden brown. You could certainly drizzle a little butter on the top of this if you wanted to, but you don't need to. Come back with me. This is so pretty. It's going to get nice and golden and bubbly. And it's like doing shrimp and fettuccine with Alfredo sauce the easy way. It's all in there. You could certainly decorate the top with a little bit of chopped parsley if you wanted. That's up to you. But there you go. Perfect for Mother's Day or just a nice company-worthy casserole. And we'll put the recipe on our website. Coming up, some more ideas for Mom, gift ideas, and some fun recipes Mom will like too. So stay with us. We'll be back.